Hey, what's up, Moto Buddies? This is Mike from Taco Moto Co. and Baja Taco Tours. I want to introduce you to a new product that we're going to start carrying on the store. These are heat and solder connectors. These little guys right here do a couple of things with one device. So this allows you to butt connect multiple wires and then at the same time shrink tube them and then solder, and then these little yellow strips here, they're different colors on the different sizes, but that allows the that's a glue, that's a little resin glue pad that comes activated when you heat these things up. So we're going to give you 2 of these yellow connectors, and these are good for the 12 through 10 gauge wire. You'll get 6 of the blue, and these are for 16 through 14 gauge wire. 16 of these reds, 22 through 18 gauge wire. And then these little white ones, these guys are, you get 8 of these, and this is for 26 and 24, 26 through 24 gauge wire. And with this kit right here, this is every gauge wire that you're going to encounter on your motorcycle. And so this will let you repair any broken wires and then even do some add-ons if you're going to put accessories or different new electrical components on your bike. So let me walk you through how these work. It's incredibly easy. One of the things that these offer you is a little wider opening on one side versus the other side, and so that would be for multiple conductors, and then the smaller diameter is for single conductor. So you'll notice, I don't know if you can see here, but there are 2 different sizes. So on the bigger end, I'm going to insert 2 wires. And I've got these stripped off to about 1/4 inch. Slide these in. Put the exposed wire into the center where the solder ring is. Single wire over here on this side. Slide all the conductors into each other right there around that center solder band. So now I take a heat gun and I'm going to shrink all this. And that's it. These are now connected to each other, and the solder has been melted and it's spread itself out around these conductors. The heat band, the little red band in there, that's been melted now, and that's the glue, the adhesive of this wire connector. And so with the heat gun, you can use that. You can also use a flame, a lighter, if you're very, very careful. Something else too to point out is if you are going to use a heat gun on this and you've got anything that the heat gun is going to melt as you melt this, if that heat will then melt something else, get a piece of metal, tin foil, a couple of layers of tin foil. I've even used cardboard and use that as sort of like a heat barrier between the heat you're applying in this direction and whatever is behind it that you don't want to get hot or to melt. And so this has now been a few seconds, and this is completely hardened and attached, and this is as strong as any solder joint you'll ever have, and in that one operation you've got the heat shrink on there. So these things are just very cool, really easy to use when you're making electrical connections that you would otherwise want to have solder for. So you can find these on our web store, and if you have any questions or comments about these, leave them in that section of the video. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Go out and get some adventure.